Yo, what's going on, peeps? It's another episode of MC2MC. It's your dude Superb.
Oh, Tom.
Got a couple wonderful guests in the building today. We got Master Pimp, as I like to call him.
Yo.
Also known as Lord Goldie.
Yes, sir.
Also known as Pimp.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having us.
Then we got Mecca in the building. Foundation Mecca.
What's goody?
Mm-hmm.
Bless up. What's goody?
How y'all doing today?
Amazing.
Gratitude. Blessed up.
Nice sunny day today outside.
Almost too sunny.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm already past the summer. I'm done with it. One day in and I'm done.
Yeah, we get like a week or two of spring around this motherfucker, and then it's summertime. Like,
Yeah.
They be
So
cheating us out the little in-between weather.
Yeah, you from those West Virginian parts.
I'm in the middle of the mountains. So,
Yeah, you're used to that snow and cold, wet.
When it was winter, I was
Rain.
like, I can't wait for summer now. And now that it's summer again, I'm like, I don't know what to do here. It's too hot. But, whatever. Who cares?
Hey, man, where you gonna make it through? Because it's a hot summer
Right.
and it's a cold world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah. But anyway, it's cool to have Goldie back in the building, man. We was kicking it the other night at Soho House.
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
DTL
Shout out to
420
DTL.
event. Did you get some of that fucking edible ice cream?
No.
No.
What edible ice cream? This feels weird as shit.
So you didn't get none of the edible ice cream or the Rice Krispie treats?
Hell no. Did y'all have that shit sitting out?
Damn, man, you got there a little late. That's what it was.
Yeah, I did. I had a gig before then. Shout out Mary Moore. They did a 420 show, and she wanted me to come do Afro Man.
Because I got high.
Yeah.
There footage of that?
Yeah. Well, it was on my story that night, but I don't know if they're going to release another video of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I was
right.
really
Might
high.
slide that in. Yeah, man. I wish Vibe was here today. They couldn't make it in.
Yeah. Nigga had a gig, you know what I'm saying? So.
Today on Sunday Funday too.
Yeah, on Sunday Funday. He plays, he's a church guy, he plays for the church every Sunday. So, shout out to.
Yeah, your verse was a lot about getting lit on that Sunday Funday.
Yes.
A lot of
yes.
drinking.
Oh, yes. We just like to drink a lot, We do. I mean, shit.
Especially on
Are,
Sunday.
are you vouching for that? Drink a lot, or is that just
That's a Nashville thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's the culture. It's like drink,
everybody drinking?
eat your barbecue, hot chicken. See a couple bachelorettes.
Drinks of choice?
Oh, man. I'm whiskey first, but I
Okay.
be having to chill. So, tequila, champagne, / Prosecco,
Fuck with hen?
Hmm?
You fuck with hen?
Hennessy?
Hennessy. Oh, yeah. I grew up on Hennessy.
Little hen and apple juice like
Yeah, but-
Carrie Hilson?
But, when Hov dropped Douce, I went, Douce.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta support.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
We still gotta catch that couple things. Dinner night.
Yeah,
Hike,
lunch.
you know what I'm saying?
all that
Hike,
shit. Yeah,
all that.
You right.
Little nature walk. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, it's a hike next weekend.
Okay, what that?
Nikki's putting on. So, shout out to Nikki Ray.
All right, what's the details?
Man, I think we're going to Manchester.
Oh.
Got to be there at 9 a.m. I send it out to y'all.
Manchester,
We gonna
9
be
a.m.
playing the sound bowls and stuff.
Yeah,
you
okay.
know, getting high.
Have I
That's
met
my
Nikki?
favorite thing, getting high.
Nikki. Have I met Nikki?
Yeah. How much? Did you go to the retreat,
Nah.
Ether?
They was always on Sundays.
No. That was a weekend. Well, I mean, you could have came down like Friday or Saturday. We came back Sunday.
I just remember y'all niggas always doing hikes on Sunday. It was like,
Yeah. That too. I mean, it's Sunday fun.
then I just remember being like, nah, man, like I got the podcast on Sundays. Like every time there was a hike on Sunday. It's not like I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
It's just like the time.
But I'm trying to
Timing.
think, but the little time you did do Ether.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, did you do, were y'all in the same vicinity? sometimes. I don't know.
All I remember is like when y'all did that Kwanzaa album and going out to that wood cabin.
Yeah, she ain't come out there.
And I don't know if that was like a ether thing or
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah, it wasn't like a career catalyst, but
Mhm.
it was just an ether thing, yeah.
I mean, I
Shout out
feel
to
like
Joe.
yeah, shouts out Joe, shouts out Ether.
Yeah.
I feel like I tried to make it through. Like I don't know, man. It's nah, it didn't work out.
That's okay.
I did want to learn about like the pitch decks and shit like that though. Like that was always
Still got
interesting.
opportunity. I mean, it's
Ashley be doing
they
those.
took
Shouts
a
out
break,
Ashley.
you know. They took a break
Yeah.
this year, but when they come back, you know.
Yeah, we just had Shea Butter Shot in last week and shit.
Brother.
They still got. Nah, it's still beautiful what they doing over there in these things. So I don't know. I want to get a little bit more into, you know, the shit you're doing right now in the community, because I don't know how long ago. It was a long ass time ago at the last episode. So
Yeah.
you know, in the new era that we're in, like, kind of explain to the people who Goldie is, the foundation. You know,
Bet.
whoever first, Goldie.
Well,
And I can switch this over.
oh, okay. Bet. Well, you know, born and raised right here, Nashville, Tennessee. We actually out south right now, you know, so a few streets over. It's crazy. We on Ashwood. It was I think they was rappers. They might have been just gangsters. I don't know, but they was walking around with chains around here with AWP on here, and it stand for Ashwood Players, Ashwood Pimps, or something like that.
You was the leader.
Yeah. No. I just I just seen them, you know, around the neighborhood. I was just thinking about that pulling over here. I was like, well, damn, I remember what this used to be.
So is that where you got like your pimp origin starts?
No, pimp origin starts like my early 20s. I had to be like 20, 21.
Okay.
Shit, I was in the streets then, you know, just hustling like a motherfucker. And shit, I got my name sitting in Waffle House one night because my homegirl's gal wanted to have a threesome. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
All right.
And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, you cool with that? Like, I'm asking my homegirl, you cool with that? She was like, yeah. She was like, man, you a motherfucking pimp, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna start calling you pimp. I was like, all right. And then, you know, she go on and we had a gay family, and you know what I'm saying? And, well, I ain't gonna get into too much of that, but yeah, that's how it started.
Hey man, that story really excited me, man. I'm
For
glad to
real.
hear some of the pimp origins, man. Like you keeping it true to the game, man.
I just be honest.
With
you
the
know.
3-piece
The 3-piece.
at 22.
She is. Before that, I had my first 3-piece.
Damn. That's a
Lord.
pimp,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
I was having a 5-piece.
Lay down some of the.
freakazoid.
What's pimp etiquette, please, Mr. Pimp? Please
Pimp etiquette.
break it down. What goes into the pimp etiquette?
Man, shit, I'm chill now. You know, then I ain't give a fuck. Yeah, I got my heart broken by my first gas. So I was just after that, I was just like, fuck it, balls to the wall. You want it, you might can get it. I still had a little bit of morals to me. I wasn't fucking in it and everything. You know what I'm saying? I was big on energy then, and I ain't even know it. It was just like, you're annoying me right now, bitch. I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Just like, but you know. It's the same old pimp lingo. Shit, fuck a bitch, fuck a hoe, you know. But I respect women. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. It's a difference. You definitely got to know who you dealing with. You can't treat all of them the same.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I got some homeboys that do. But they even them, you know what I'm saying, they as they get to know the woman, they know, you know what I'm saying, what she's really capable of and how great she is, but they still keep that level of I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude,
So-
that's how you think, cool with you, but yeah, you fuck that.
You seen the Mac,
Yeah.
Goldie,
Yeah, rest in peace.
but that's not where you got the name from.
No.
Yeah.
Lord Goldie comes from my producer, Track Burners, which originated
Shouts out
from
Track
damn, what was that? Robert Townsend movie, Media Man. Media Man on there, they got the Golden Lords, and they wear like black and gold, you know what I'm saying, and they hair blonde or whatever. So when I first went blonde, like I had short curly hair, and he used to always call me Golden Lord Goldie. I was like, you know what, you hold us up. Let me try this out. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so many charismas You know what I'm saying? It was so many charismas. So I just switched it up then.
So that was the name before Goldie, Charisma.
Yeah, I named myself
Okay.
Charisma.
I heard like
Well, my homeboy
Foundation, a
helped
couple
me.
people call you that before.
Yeah,
I just thought that was like
yeah.
a nickname or some shit.
Nah, that's what I wanted my rap name to be when I was locked up, when I was in prison. I used to be
Okay.
in my dictionary.
So what's the
like
difference
Malcolm X.
between Charisma and Goldie?
Man, charisma. I guess it's growth. You know what I'm saying? Charisma is like how I started out, like back on my solo tip, and just like I was more. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't say more conscious then than I am now, but it's just like I wasn't really going for like I don't know. I was trying to find myself then, basically. You know what I'm saying? And so, being a leader and stuff like that, I just felt like I was charismatic. And so I was writing one of my pen pals. And I was like, should I spell it with a C or a K? He said K. So to this day, he tell everybody, shout out Fudeli, he tell everybody, I named her Charisma, goddammit.
Shout out Fudeli.
Yeah.
Cool dude.
That's my boy, man. We used to write raps back.
I just
and
met him
forth. For
like,
real?
like 2 weeks ago at
No, where?
Flamingo.
And he called me that night too. He was like, man, hey, bitch, you going for Flamingo? You coming?
Yeah.
I was like, let me know if it's popping. He never hit me back, and he gonna cuss me out the other day. I said, well, you didn't call me. He was like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, we supposed to be locking in the studio, so shout out Fudeli.
Fudeli, get off, man.
And
East
Hannah
Side
Rain,
legend.
who introduced me. Hannah Rain.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Liquid Vanilla. That's what she go by.
Oh yeah, I met her too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
I
cool
met her
people.
too. Yeah.
Homie.
Before I go into the next set of questions, I just want to let Foundation kind of catch up, say his piece.
Oh, okay.
Before I go
Okay.
into the,
Gotcha.
yeah.
What was
Yeah,
the
just let
question?
the people let the people know what the fuck going on, man. Like,
Oh, okay. I was like, what was the question? Peace, bless up. Foundation Mecca in the building, 1/3 of Heru. Representative Hill Hop, the movement. Yeah, man, just blessed up, man. Just doing music, working, 9 to 5, 10 to 8, 10 to 12, 11 to 11, you know what I'm saying? All around the clock. So, yeah, man, just grinding, man, promoting the Sunday Funday movement, Shout out to all the bachelorettes out there in the world, in Canada and Germany. What's our biggest fan base right now? We in, I think Germany is actually our biggest fan base.
Yeah.
And then, so shout out to Germany. Shout out to Germany,
you
yeah.
ain't about to skip over, because I know you on a personal tip. There are a lot more things you done told me about who you are and what you do. Like,
I'm
for
just getting
one,
started. I ain't even.
you gotta
I'm
take
5
it back.
seconds in.
Right.
It's just an introduction.
You gotta take them back to the old school days, bro. You said you used to be in a R&B group when you was younger.
Nah, I never been
Nigga,
in an
what?
R&B group.
You said you was
misinformed.
definitely
You misinformed.
you was definitely in a group when you was younger.
I definitely was in a rap group
Oh,
called
yeah,
GR
okay.
Frontline.
Okay.
Yeah, hip hop group. GR Frontline. With my brother Ahmed Jodeci. Shot 112. Jagged Edge. You know what I'm playing. I was in a rap group with my brothers, since 12, 13. But really 15, 16 when he started rapping. But called GR Frontline. Shout out to my brother. Yeah, just made it home. Ahmed Shaman, Rico Gordon. So yeah, man. That was the beginning. That was like, doing our gospel hip hop. We did.
Okay, there you go.
Almost got signed with Lionsgate, but it fell through. Thankfully, God bless. Yeah, man, we've been doing this for a while, doing African street festivals, running around Nashville. Kind of got to start just moving through the city, meeting people, networking. Then started throwing ciphers. My homies. Shout out to Magic, DJ Magic. Now go by, Xavier Quinn goes by P. Samo. He just dropped a tape for Virgil Abloh.
Shout out to him.
Mixtape, house music, little R&B, little spoken word, little singing, a little bit of everything. He's a versatile dude. So shout out to him, Jesse Wilson. At his house, Mount Walker, shout out to him. He on Soul the City. Y'all check him out. But yeah, they kind of started, doing ciphers, and I popped up at the Summit, actually down the street, the Summit, like literally down the street, 5 minutes down the road. So we started doing ciphers, invited everybody from the hood to the country to suburbs. Everybody just came through. Musicians, Black Sun came through. Shout out to him. Joshua O'Dine, like we can keep going on and on. Jersey, everybody like just came through and just show love. All peace. Mount Walker used to cook pizza in the kitchen. Niggas be ciphering in the kitchen while you cooking the pizza. Niggas be in the motherfucking living room ciphering. shit, everybody on the porch. Like it'd be 5 ciphers going on at one time. So start doing that. And then that kind of eventually died out. And then we created from Diatribe, Fly Tribe, which was at my house. And I ran that shit for like 2 to 3 years out of my old trailer. You know what I'm saying? So we had the trailer, and people used to come through, and in the tight ass trailer, like 50 people just rapping, violins, artists painting. It was beautiful. It was like this vibe. It was like church.
Bring it back. I'm gonna say we're gonna bring it back.
Yeah, it's brought.
bring it
We gonna brought that motherfucker.
And that was an earlier. That was like an earlier era of Nashville too, having all that shit going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sparked a
thing.
lot of shit. It sparked a lot of shit. Start the movements that's going on to
Yeah.
now. It's like the evolution of what's going on to now. We had Spoken Word Cypher with Joseph, the Pillars Project. Shout out to everybody who was part of that. And that was a Spoken Word Cypher, so that was unheard of in Nashville. Kids from Fisk, Writer's Block, shout out to Newly, Karima, Twigs. A bunch of people just came through and to show love. And we had no fights, all positive energy for 2-3 years straight. So that's what the community brings in Nashville. It's all love. Everybody accepts you for who you are. Nobody judging you. Just peace. And
So
then,
no.
Go ahead.
No. So at the time, all right, you got a few names. What was your name at that time?
Foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah, no
Okay.
Mecca.
No Mecca.
And then that's how I got the name Mecca from the ciphers. It was every Sunday, and people treated it like a Mecca. People treated it like they go there to start their week off. You know what I'm saying? They come there, get re-energized, network, eat, have a good time, celebrate. It was church, and we opened our house to the community. So it was love. My girl at the time used to cook. You know, everybody used to bring food, potluck. Friends used to bring beer, wine, whatever. And it was just a vibe. It was just a good vibe. So that's how I got the name Foundation Mecca. And everybody just started calling me Mecca. So, yeah, that was the origin of Foundation Mecca. Yeah.
Now, from your perspective, at that time in the scene, because this is like earlier, this is like before all the like niggas we know now. So, at the time, what in your mind was like, yo, some shit need to happen here where, man, we need to put like some ciphers together, man. We need to have like a community aspect, like outreach to other people, bring them together. What was kind of some of the shit that led up to that before that came together?
I think it was people yearning for it. I think it was like a good time space, kind of like the Harlem Renaissance, how they got started. Mm-hmm. You had all these people that had talent, creativity, and it was like a surge of energy. Where talented people wanted to get together and create. And it was almost like it wasn't even a thought. It was almost like I had to do it. It was like a mission. Mm-hmm. It was like a divine thing. So, and it's an epiphany that came to me, like, I got to continue this shit. So I just started texting random people on my phone, text messages, going through the whole call log, just hitting people up. Hey, cipher at my house, 9 o'clock. People pop up, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. We cipher till 6 o'clock in the morning, then go hiking in waterfalls. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be just like some random shit, then start happening continuously every Sunday. So people just start showing up and never stop showing up. So, you know, and, you know, it's till we moved actually from that place. So, yeah, man, it was a blessing.
Now, at that point, now this is before Haru.
Yeah, this is before
So,
yeah.
I remember when I came back, I don't know, like Haru had been, he had told me y'all had known each other for like a while. Like he was your banker or some shit. Like
He's my
that.
personal banker.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
your personal
Adeli was
banker.
my personal
Yeah.
banker. Shout out to Adeli, Conscious Beats.
He still do
At
that?
Rural. Nah, he was doing that at one point. Like, he did it for like years and years. But at the time, it was Fifth and Third Bank. I opened an account, and he, you know, happened to be my personal banker. And he opened my account, and then 5 minutes in, we talking about hip hop. So it was like, you know, it was
like
with
instant connection.
Instant connection. So, you know, hip hop build bridges. You feel me? So.
Oh, yeah.
So at that time when you had met him, were like the ciphers and shit still going on, or they had kind of like subsided at that point?
Actually, the ciphers was probably getting started.
Okay, around that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So leading in, all right, so you done met your banker now. Like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga just storing your money away, deposits and shit. That your niggas get to talking hip hop. So like how did Haru come together at that point, like amidst of like everything else? How did that work out?
It's probably like 7 years before we actually, well, it's probably like 4 or 5 years before we actually recorded any music. We just, you know, just homies. And he's happened to rap and was really getting back into it. And we used to cipher over the phone. And he used to spit, have his 16, I have my 16. And he really didn't freestyle that much at the time. So he would write 16, hit me up. It was like we were sparring. It was a dope competition because he was sharpening my sword, I was sharpening his sword. So it was kind of like, yeah, samurais, you know, calling in, not battling, but just like one up at each other. You know what I'm saying? I got 16. This is my 16. I'm like, oh shit, I got to set my game up. And we did that for like years and years, and then we finally just get locked in the studio. He had this like little trailer outside his house, like not a little trailer, but a little kind of like a shack. And he put a studio in there and the soundproofed it out. We recorded on Acid Pro, like 2.0, some shit.
Well, I'm glad you had a pro to the end of that.
I don't even know if it was a pro. I might be exaggerating. It may just been 2.0. But it was what we could use at the time. It was like you just make magic out of nothing. So we recorded our first song, and then it was like, man, we probably got something, bro. Like the way we flow off each other, that's not it's kind of like divine. So partnering the rhyme ever since then, man. And then Conscious Beats, I introduced him to Conscious Beats at I think at a cypher, or we just went to his house and we made Don't Bring Trouble the first day. And shout out to Conscious and his family, and Don't Bring Trouble. Y'all go stream that everywhere on Heru streaming platforms. So so we made Don't Bring Trouble the first day. It was like magic, all natural energy, good energy. And then ever since then, we was like, let's keep making music together.
So how did the whole because hip hop, obviously the message is healing people through the music, healing people through a nice high vibrating.
And healing hip hop, because hip hop is sick.
So was that that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't think I ever really knew how did the whole hip hop motto, slogan come together? Was that even before Haru? Was that kind of just your whole thing? Nah, man, we bringing hip hop to this shit? Or it was a conversation you and R. Deli had where it was yo, what is our mission statement? What does this shit represent? What does this mean to us? And then it was boom, hip hop. Or was that before that?
No, it was actually, to be honest, on shrooms. That's why I came up with hip hop. I was on shrooms, tripping hard as fuck. And I was like, man, hip hop. And this shit just came to me. It wasn't even no thought process. It was just a revelation. And ever since then, I was like, what does that mean? I didn't even know what the fuck it meant. I had it in my head, and I knew it stuck out. The vibration of it was and every time I said it, and I said to Ideli, he was like, that's hard, bro. That's hard. Whatever that is, that's hard. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even know what it meant. The movement wasn't there or nothing. It was just the word and the vibration and the frequency of it. And and I was like, man, it'd be dope if we named my album Hip Hop. And then we start putting together what it means by just living it, rapping about it, spitting to it. And then we started this operating off the movement called Hip Hop, and the name just carried a whole mission statement by itself, just the name alone. And it just inspired us to make music, because we noticed the game ain't the same as it was in the 90s or the early 90s before gangster rap. So the vibration and the frequency was totally different. You had KRS-One, your Rakims, God MCs, spitting knowledge, but making you dance at the same time while dropping knowledge on your head. So you get knowledge and you getting the vibe. But you don't have that no more like that. You know what I'm saying? But you have a sprinkle of it, but you don't have that that movement going on right now. You have more the lower frequency. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye was saying, how certain bass drums or certain subs will hit your lower chakra versus your higher chakra. Mm-hmm. It's not hitting all chakras. So it's what's the music operating on? What frequency is operating on? Is it operating on uplifting you or making you feel a downgrade from your true self? Is it uplifting you to your better self? That's where you gotta just weigh it out when you listen to music. You got, what are they saying? Like Tupac said, what are the lyrics? What are the words? What are they saying?
Gassing you up to
Man,
do
even
some
X
stupid
was
shit.
saying some shit about that before he passed. RPX. Yeah, he was just saying certain music and shit on the radio that we hearing, it's intentionally lowering our vibration, and we don't even know it on a subconscious level.
Yeah, it's a derivative of your education, education system. I mean, the whole fucking structure. So it's they say you could tell the statue of a country or a region based on the music. So if you go to Japan, the music is serene and pleasant with the harp and sitar in India, and you listen to the vibration of the music, and you can tell the status of the culture. Mm-hmm. So you listen to American music, you can tell the status of our culture and where we at just by listening to the music. Take a Chinese kid and let them listen to, straight from China, let them listen to what trap music is or hip hop, what the content is, and they can kind of get their, vibration from there.
And in the 90s though, what I'm saying, as soon as, the meeting happened and shit like that, and gangster rap came in, it's just like all music just went from like, uplifting to like murder and depressed ass shit. Like you feeling shit just because of a song. You know what I'm saying? Not because you really
Yeah.
going through it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
at that
'Cause
time-
it just fucked you up to like
Hearing that
the
shit.
2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the time though, like what I would say on that, yeah, there was in '90s there was a positive thing. Then yeah, like the gangster rap came in, but at the same time, I feel like particularly at that spot in that time in hip hop, because like the '90s is like the golden age. Everybody calls it that. So like that raw gritty rap, yeah, it might have been something that would have been a lower frequency, but at the same time, there's a whole notion of duality, and there's like bad and good. And I feel like at the same time, yeah, it might operate on that lower frequency, but it was like some raw, gritty truth that people weren't hearing at that time. So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean, it just depends on who the artist was. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? You can get like Pac, you get some raw gritty shit, some stories, and then you get like
you
some.
talking about I fucked your bitch.
Yeah.
So,
it's
yeah.
a balance.
Like a
It's a
Gemini.
balance. You know what I'm saying? But it's some people who stayed in that frequency, and there's some people who just stayed up. It's just the world. You feel me?
I think the growth. There was no growth. Yeah. I think some people don't have the growth when it comes to like rapping about that stuff, and then coming after that to where there's no like 21 Savage. I think is a good example of a modern rapper who kind of started on that murder tip, but now he's
Slaughter
a
your
lot
daughter.
different. I mean,
The money good.
yeah, the money that helps. Yeah.
But don't get it twisted. He'll remind your ass.
He will remind you, yeah.
But he
Yeah.
definitely has grew to someone where we never thought we'd see.
Yeah.
Like grow like that musically.
I don't know. I still don't agree with your hot take your ass had like a long ass time ago. This nigga said some shit like 21's like the next Jay-Z or some shit, a rap or some shit.
You never know. I mean, look at the game now. Look at what Jay-Z was 20 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Look at what he was 20 years ago.
He
There's
was a
lot of
21
growth.
Savage in a slick fashion.
I mean, lyrically, no, but business.
Yeah, business like
right.
maybe business like. Is that what you were talking about? On
Yeah,
there? Just
yeah,
to
yeah.
clarify.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we
Music
got,
wise, it's not even similar.
all right, we got a clarification.
But you got
now.
you got
know
well
what
you
I'm
got NBA YoungBoy who today's Tupac. So you don't know what these kids may look at these guys like. Today.
And
Yeah.
before then, it was Boosie.
Exactly. So
Shout out to Boosie.
you don't know what these kids mean to these people. You know.
Hey man, did y'all know that damn song by? So Black Whistle told me this shit the other day. This nigga was like, y'all know that song by Lil Wayne, girl, give me that.
Webby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking. Did y'all know that was for real? That
Nah, didn't know that.
that's for real.
For real?
Yeah,
Now that I think about it, it sound like
that's for real.
Wow,
That's
wow.
from
sample.
that's from Beautiful, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that
wow.
part.
The
They
Beautiful came
sampled
up
it?
before that.
Yeah. Around the same.
It was around the same time.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That was for real. Going,
That's dope. What for real?
yeah, that
Pharrell's
nigga
in the-
everywhere.
He's in the
some track,
DNA
bro.
of music, man.
Yeah,
Pharrell's
man.
In, the DNA. In the last 30 years, he's probably in every song's DNA in some form. He influences some form of fashion.
I think he was on the damn SWV. Goddamn, what's the one? The fucking Michael Jackson
yeah,
cover. The
yeah,
fucking SWV. I think that's Pharrell too on that shit.
Yeah, he produced it. Well,
Yeah.
Telly Ryder produced it.
Yeah.
He co-produced it.
Yeah, I know that was his mentor. Damn, that shit crazy. Yeah, that nigga Pharrell, bro. That nigga really is like 400 years old. Y'all saw that meme of that nigga when he was an Indian back in like the 14. You seen that shit back when it was in the 1400s? Yeah, his little hat and shit.
All them shits, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely been here before. That nigga ain't aged.
Did y'all listen to the new Pusha T?
No,
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it yet.
It's good.
You changed your mind?
Yeah, I like it. But I don't like it as much as Daytona. Which is, I mean, Daytona is like, I think it's like a classic already, but.
I've listened to the new Pusha T about 3-4 times. I think I like it better.
Really?
But I haven't done a side by side. I need to listen through Daytona,
Yeah.
listen through it, and then kind of like
I
form.
did that the first time, and I think that's what kind of made me be like, this album's okay. But I got to run it back, though. I got to run it because he do got some cuts on there. But
Yeah.
it's just some of them cuts. I'm like, bruh, you could have took this out, and this would have been a
Do you like the
great
Jay-Z joint,
album.
the neck and wrist?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
he
that shit.
banging
Yeah,
them.
I
that
waited
shit's
to
hard.
hear that. I didn't hear it to the album.
Oh,
Yeah, that shit's hard.
That shit smack.
No,
Yeah.
just like motivation.
You saw
Goddamn it.
how they came on Drug Dealers Anonymous, so I was like, no,
Yeah.
they was
Mm-hmm.
gonna bring it.
Then we got Kendrick gonna drop some shit soon. I'm excited. It's been so long,
G-Lane.
so long.
Y'all like Baby King?
Yeah, Baby
Yeah.
King cool.
I like Baby King.
Baby King.
I fuck with his vibe.
I feel
I
like
like his energy, really.
I think he's
his
definitely
lyrics,
one of the
Yeah.
guys.
It's cool, but his energy, definitely.
Yeah, I was listening to him on something the other day, and somebody was like, listen to him. He sounds just like Kendrick. And so when I was listening to one of them songs, he was just going in. I was like, damn, this
Yeah.
nigga do sound like
Yeah,
Kendrick.
the rhythm,
Yeah.
the cadence, the rhythm.
Yeah, the cadence and
Hold
stuff.
on.
And he be saying stuff,
Yeah.
too. You
It was
just
like
gotta
if Kendrick
catch
could
certain
produce,
songs.
bruh. Like,
Yeah.
and then King make all his own beats.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's dope.
That's hard.
Because them beats hard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
hard. He probably produced it on the new Kendrick album. I'm
Probably
sure.
so.
I hope.
Oh, hell yeah.
But it's another guy. I don't know if he sounded PG Lane, but he sounds just like Kendrick. Like he's like a whole mini me.
D-Smoke?
Nah, it's another little Kendrick. It's like I think he sounded PG
Oh,
Lane.
Kendrick came out the little Kendrick. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he sounded just like Kendrick. I was like, okay, this guy, like, what the hell? I thought it was Kendrick, and then I listened to the next song. I thought it was Kendrick. Then I listened to the next song. I was like, this nigga's. It's
Send
like,
me that. I want to check that out.
yeah. I got
So is PG Lang like his new label, or is it just like
Yeah.
like a
Imprint.
creative?
I think it's like
thing.
a creative
Think,
imprint.
think like it's I can't think. I think that is the label though. I don't know what else it would.
Yeah, because I think
he
Keem
is-
is signed to that, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
first cousin.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what do y'all think Kendrick gonna do? So when he dropped this album, he's gonna leave TDE. So he'll be
He ain't
running the
gonna
PG
stop
Lane
doing
thing.
music though. You know what I'm saying? He probably gonna keep on producing.
Do some movies.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? and probably bring up something of his own. You know what I'm saying?
Compton,
On his own shit. Yeah.
You gotta put Compton on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, let me segue back in. You know what I'm saying? We'll get lost talking about all kinds of guys shit. Yeah. All right, Goldie, I'm back to you. So you was doing like a little management. You had
Still
Taryn.
doing.
Oh, okay. With that.
Still doing. Taryn, Odessa vibe. You know, Odessa is taking a break right now.
See, I didn't know you was managing, Bob.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been managing them
Okay, tell me more about that.
since the end of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. They came.
So was you managing them? Was you at the? No, you was there. That event Ashley Autumn threw at a local distro. It was a fucking like hella niggas performing that night. No Haru, Black Wizzle. I think Vibe did some shit. This
On
was
the
like
podcast.
nah, it wasn't on the podcast. This was around like NBA championship time. It was like when Lakers and Heat played.
Trying to think, cause the only
And
time they
then
played
he
is
wore the
at
goddamn Reese's suit.
Reese's
The
suit.
the one
Sounds like a
piece
fever
Reese's.
dream.
Nah, it's not a
Nah,
fever
nah,
dream.
He got a onesie. He wear
got
all
a
the
onesie
time.
Reese's suit.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
that's
like
hard.
2 of them.
Oh, he got two of them?
Yeah, he got 2 of them.
Two of the exact same?
No. They different.
Oh, I was like, nigga.
Yeah. That's his thing. Shout out to Sean, man. Lord, I'm trying to think when that was. I know they did the weekend, and I know they did the podcast, but they might have been, cause I did the one up at the local. They might have performed with me.
Yeah.
I think
But it was
so.
around that time.
Yeah,
That's what I was
think-
trying to figure
That's
out.
what I'm thinking. Because if it was the time that I know we did one, and I don't know. I don't remember, but yeah,
Yeah, it was around that time through a lot of the kush
Yeah.
smoke and drinks and stuff. It was somewhere around that time.
yeah.
So how the hell you balance doing your artistry and managing other people? That's like 3 people you dealing with.
Yeah, but the only ones that's really active is Vibe. Like Terrence young and she's still trying to figure it out. So, my thing with her was just like, just do a bunch of songs and then we'll figure out your plan. But get your songs together. You know what I'm saying? So whenever she ready to do that, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? If she decide to go another way and do something with someone else, I tell everybody, you know what I mean? If it's an opportunity for you to go somewhere else, take it. You know what I'm saying? If it's good for you.
I mean, so
know?
like, what's some of your criteria before you like manage somebody? Because personally, to me,
It ain't even just like,
like
I
getting
gotta
vibe.
have I have a mental checklist, but it's just like when it came to Vibe, I was just like, so they was here, they met here, so they're Nashville based, and they put out an album, a visual album, called Vibe With Us, and they dropped that joint, did 2 shows, and went to New York. And so I was like, well, goddamn, But life happens, so they went up there, and they were supposed to go up there, and they came back. And so one night I was just like, well, shit, what y'all think about me managing y'all? And Sean was like, all right, let's talk about it. And so we talked about it, and they went with it, and linked them up with Guidance Whiskey. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to Jason, man. He been holding it down for artists in the city for the past couple of years, bruh. Everybody appreciate you, big dog. We love what you're doing, and we always here for you, homie. Yeah. Salute. And shout out to the Guidance family real quick. You know what I'm saying? Twisted Sisters, Fiore Vodka, Disbelief, Just Play Entertainment. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of people. It's a big family, yeah. But so yeah, I played him Amber. And by the time we did the episode of the podcast me and Ashley Autumn was doing, he knew all the words. So
the song, I was just listening to that earlier. You wrote that?
No. Sean wrote that.
Oh, okay.
Nate produced it.
Okay.
And so because Jason was like, the reason why I sent him the song is because he was like, I know you're in your music bag, send me something. And that's one of the first songs I sent him. You know what I'm saying? They was working on their playlist too, so I was still sending him other artists in the city, you know what I'm saying? Like Food Stand, Daisha McBride, everybody in the city making some noise, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's, he was just talking about how he loved that song, and like I said, by the time we did the episode, he knew all the words, and so he wanted to get behind it, and we shot the video at the Standard. And, everything else just been history, just trying to figure it out and go. They're like the ones that are like just more ready than any other artists I work with. They their own package. We don't have to outsource producers or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Even though we'll work with anybody.
Self-efficiency, man.
You know what I'm saying? But, Sean is very talented when it comes to his visions and goals and stuff, and creating content and just being the hilarious motherfucker that he is. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then, Nate is the more, he's the sound guy. He's the producer. He's a music director as well. So he's just incredible at what he does. You know what I'm saying? And he's in he's lined up when it comes to the business too. You know what I'm saying? So, it was just like, sometimes I ask myself, why I want to do management. Because, it be shit that be going on and that be in the back of my mind, man. Like, just focus on yourself. God damn.
That's what I want to ask. Like, is your heart the same amount in both things? Or is it one you value more over the other? Is it like you feel like you found
I'm
the perfect
always
balance?
value being an artist because of the creative side more than anything. When it comes to management, I know I can do it. I definitely want to build a team around it because there's definitely more artists in the city that want me to manage them. But if I was strictly doing management, I'd take up on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take them up on it because they are some incredible artists. But I got to build a team for that.
Does age matter to you at all? Do you think about that kind of shit, like age on the market?
It depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And it depends on what you're talking about. Like, I know some 40-year-old rappers still out here in the streets, so they can still talk about that. And then I got some 40-year-old, I know some young rappers that ain't in the streets, but that's what they talk about. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you true to yourself and you good at what you do, or want to get better, I work with you. But the energy's got to be there and the timing going to be right. Otherwise, it's a lot of people in the city that I admire. You know what I'm saying? They be like, let's work. I be like, all right. And sometimes the time don't come. Like me and Nike has been saying we was going to work together for a minute. And the time didn't come together till Sunday Funday.
Same with me here.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than the shit I seen y'all do behind the scenes. Some garage raps and shit, like, but none of that shit came out.
What you say?
Just Shit, I see. Oh man, this is great. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Goldie been knowing each other for shit. How long?
Forever.
2000, early 2000s or something.
Yeah.
And then
Till I
shit.
got back on the scene.
Yeah, then I met you at Road to Rue or some shit, like at the what used to be downtown on fucking Second.
It used to be.
What was Road to Rue?
It was the arcade. Now it's like an arcade or some bullshit.
You said that shit was called Road to Rue?
Or something like that.
Road to Rue?
No, like Bonnaroo.
Oh, Rue.
Like,
I was like, yeah. Let me find this nigga had a.
Yeah.
Ah,
And then you
man.
passed the CD out to me.
Yeah.
And then we ended up working the catering together. And that was like ironic. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, because he said he came in there. He was like, you remind me of my home girl. I was like, ooh. He was like, charisma.
So wait, hold on. You went up to her thinking she was somebody else just to realize, oh shit, that is my homegirl. Oh shit.
Yeah. Shit. Actually, I know he was doing his Uber thing. My homeboy, he got in a whip with him, and he was playing the song. My homeboy called me. He said, "Man, I got an Uber all day." He said, "A dude in there was playing your shit." He said, "It's cool, man." I said, "You know what was now?" And then, you know, when he came to catering, I put two and two together. I was like, "Oh, so that was you?" He's like, "Yeah."
That's funny.
Yeah.
Cause I bumped that album like on the mixtape. What was the album?
It was the album Built to Last.
Built to Last. That's still fire. Y'all still go check that out. Hey, she gonna re-release that shit. Let's go.
Yeah.
I bumped the album for like 3 months. I listened to the album over because it sounded like it just take you to another world. It was like she was already talented, but the quality of the production was already there, and not a lot of artists locally got that quality production. Let's be honest. So the fact that she put that much time in the quality of the music, and she had lyrics. And it was super dope, so it made me like, man, I gotta work with her. I gotta figure out ways to, get in the booth. But it was just an inspirational album. Reminded me like a little Tech 9. And she wasn't talking about no bullshit. She was talking about like, trap conscious, you know what I'm saying? So that's the healing, the frequency was there. So yeah.
I always been there, but I ain't really just recognized it until trap conscious, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, you do got some positive shit. I like that Hey Now track you did with Miriam a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Shouts out Alan. I was with Alan last night too. Oh yeah, Alan. He said hey.
Oh, tell Alan I said what's up.
Just tell him hey on the camera.
Yeah.
What
Hey,
about
Alan.
Yeah, man.
What's up?
Alan's
I'm gonna
doing
Stream Hey Now
pretty fine.
with Mimi.
Alan to get that joke. Yeah, Alan fine. What? Hey. What you talking about over there, pimp? What's going on?
Yo, do not do that joke ever again.
Oh, okay.
Pretty fun.
Y'all don't want to laugh at my joke, but y'all want to laugh at me. All right, that's fine. I see how it is. I see how it is.
You got to choose one.
I guess I'm a clown now. I'm a clown. Man. I'm just trying to spread some positive vibes and shit too, man. Y'all always bursting my bubbles, pimp.
No.
Yes. Yes. Hey, how much of a Sunday Funday has it been so far for you?
Every Sunday Funday. Shit, I start my day off with an edible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Not an edible, but an edible.
Edible. My homeboy mama call them
EDIBA.
Eatables?
Yeah.
Edible.
I can eat
Eatables. That's funny.
Wait, how the fuck who the hell came up with Sunday Funday? Who was that? I feel like it was Foundation who came up with Sunday Funday.
I don't know. How did that Sunday Funday go?
So, here goes the story.
Oh, shit. All right,
Origins of Sunday Funday.
The origins of Sunday Funday. The origins of Sunday Funday is when you go out on Sundays in Nashville and you start off at brunch and then you bar hop to the clock stop.
I remember you rapping about that in my
Yeah, so it was a thing that we was actually really doing. Like we used to be me, my homie, out with a bunch of gals, and we'd text each other, Sunday Funday, what we doing? And then we'll pick because Nashville's a foodie town, so we'd be picking new spots that open with brunch. Go, get bottomless mimosas, get lit, and then we'd hit the Mummy and go to Kung Fu or something like that. And sometimes we'd be downtown, like at Risky Row and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But now it's a lot of more places opening up, so it just keep expanding. And so when we went to Nike's house, and Nike started doing the beat, Excuse me, sorry, didn't even mean to do that.
Bombing on the mic.
Right. So when we was fucking around with the hook, Roger said top down and sit on a Sunday. And the light bulb just went off in my head. We just kept on doing fucking with the hook or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last line was Funday. I was like, okay, well, let's call it Sunday Funday. We ain't got to say it straight out. But the first line and was Sunday, the last line was Funday. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Was it hot?
Outside?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was May. We almost, next month, it'll be a year when we did this song.
Anniversary, Sunday Funday anniversary.
Yeah, hell
We're gonna do something big for that.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna do something big for that.
Yep.
Sunday Funday?
Anniversary.
Is it gonna be on a Sunday?
Of course.
Any other way.
Of course.
I'm just making sure. Some niggas, they got some
songs.
songs.
We might get
Name of a day a week. They might do that shit on a.
It could be like eating breakfast at dinner. So what you want to do?
Eating breakfast and dinner.
You struck me, or you struck a chord with that one. I was like, damn, boy. I really thought about my ass eating pancakes at like 8 at night or some shit, nigga, with a.
Shout out to Monell's.
Hell yeah.
That Monell, shouts out for real, for real. Niggas always got some nice assortments of meals.
Yeah, we need a sponsor from Monell's for Sunday Funday.
Yes.
Hook
we
up a
need
nice
you the
little
first
Sunday brunch lunch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For Sunday Funday Monell's. You know what I'm saying? Let's work that out.
Sunday Funday
Yeah.
crawl. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
With that.
Ooh, I like that.
Sunday Funday crawl.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah. It's in the works, y'all. Shh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Nobody.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to ask. So earlier y'all were talking about the '90s and shit. So it's kind of like a 2-part, 3-part question. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Y'all just sequence along with me on it. Okay, so earlier we were talking about like vibrations kind of being lowered and stuff once like gangster rap and shit came in. So first question, okay, what were some of y'all influences around that time? Like what reson? It could be like rock, rap, or whatever. Just what was that musical palette that kind of shaped where y'all are currently from that time?
Shit, mine was my first cassette. Was my mom might be ashamed, but my first cassette, make sure not. My first cassette was Eazy-E. I think my mom bought it from me, or my mom's boyfriend bought it from me, and he was like, straight thug, so straight gangsters. Eazy-E. I think the song on there was like Louisville Slugger. He was just talking about beating somebody's brains out with a baseball bat and
how
running
old
over
was you?
people. I was 9 in the projects. We in the hood. We in St. Martin Square, down the street, South Nashville. We just shit.
Oh man, the square.
Yeah, the square. You know, but
People forget about the square.
Come on.
It was the first place that got gentrified.
right, because it was rough.
Yeah.
It
We
was
used to go
rough.
hang in the square.
Yeah, it was a lot of shootings. Like our cars got shot up a couple times. It was rough out there. But first cassette was Eazy-E. Then we was kind of like elevated to CDs. First CD was California Love, the single version where you had the remix, the instrumental, and then you had the radio edit. I know our kids don't even know about that shit. But now it's streaming. But so cassettes are the tapes that you know what I'm saying, like you put in a player, and you know it goes round and round, and then it plays music for the kids out there who don't know what the fuck a cassette is. And it was California Love,
History.
and we used to rap to that. And then we had my sister had Just For Me.
Lord,
The hair product. They had a cassette.
KUSTFRIME.
Exactly. So for the people who know Just For Me, it was a hair product used on little girls, and they used to, used to have a cassette like a theme song, and the theme song was that. And they had the instrumental version on the cassette, and me and my brother used to freestyle to that. Well, I used to freestyle to
Boy,
that
that's a
shit.
weird ass musical palette right now, my nigga.
Yeah,
My nigga got hair care products.
You just pull from everything at the time, and I didn't even know I was into music like that. So this is before I was rapping. This is like the origins of like me listening to like hip hop and trying it out. And then my mom's boyfriend one day was just like, "If you could write a song about Kool-Aid, write a rap about Kool-Aid, I give you $10." I said, you know, 9 years old, $10. You getting
That's a
that's
lot.
that's
Nigga
a,
like,
that's
game
$100.
on.
That's $100. Yeah.
It's good.
So I wrote a fast ass Kool-Aid verse. I don't even know how to go, so don't ask me. But yeah, and that's why I got introduced to rapping and writing. And then from there, I went to poetry class. Shout out to Miss Robershaw out there in the world. 7th grade teacher, English teacher. She introduced Langston Hughes to me, Raisin in the Sun, a bunch of poets and a bunch of poetry. And that's why I was, you know, into Tupac at the time. And my mom introduced me to the Rose Out of Concrete, the Rose That Grew from Concrete, from Tupac's poetry book. And his poetry book kind of inspired me, just reading it and seeing his thoughts on paper. And that's what kind of like built my palette for like content, like what kind of lyrics I write and how I write my flows. And
So you were kind of like just picking the whole process apart. You was 9 still?
nah, this is like seventh grade when I
7th
started
grade,
getting
okay.
into poetry.
So you was like
yeah.
12, 13, something like that.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, and my Miss Robershaw kind of inspired me to keep doing poetry because she said I had a knack in it, and that's what kept me going. Then my cousin, older cousin, shout out to Nitty, Frank Nitty, he raps and he taught me how to rap. Like he kind of like helped me like build my flow up, pour all kinds of Tupac songs into my like inspiration.
Did he
palette.
teach Rico too?
We both did. We both kind of it was kind of like Jedi Knights with with Rico. Yeah, yeah.
That nigga be snapping.
So Rico came. Rico was at the gate. Like let's talk about my little brother, Sean Man. Shout out to him, Duvika. He came out the gate sounding like an Eminem. Like he didn't start no like bullshit level. His delivery was there. His lyrics was there. His cadence was there. He was already ready to go. TTG. So I started off like humble, on a more humble note. Like my delivery was whack. My lyrics was there. My big word vocabulary was there. But I just didn't have the like, and the cadence was there, but I just didn't have the delivery due to my heavy tongue at the time because I'm, Hebrewish. My great grandpa was a rabbi, so we got the heavy tongue. So yeah, I had to get over that leap and just practice and work harder. It made me work harder than everybody. So yeah, shout out to the fam. But yeah, that's how I kind of got started. He introduced me to Tupac, Lil Wayne, Nelly, Hot Boys, Juvenile, Master P. I grew up in an all white school, so they introduced me to 666 Mafia.
The white guys?
Yeah.
Yo,
We in the country, so that's all they listen to. They smoking and listening to fucking 666 Mafia and fucking like that gutter shit. So yeah, so that was on that shit. My cousin, then my mom's boyfriend at the time introduced me to all the Memphis artists like DJ Ski, Tommy Wright, Skinny Pimp.
Spanish Fly?
Spanish Fly, I didn't get introduced to Spanish Fly at the time. It was just more like whatever shit he was listening to. And LA shit, a lot of LA shit. So yeah, my music palette is everywhere, Study Eminem, his whole Eminem show book. It used to come with a booklet with lyrics on it and his handwriting. So I used to reverse engineer all his writing and try to figure out his flow and his cadence and just rap his shit, rewrite his shit. And it's kind of like pick up from how he wrote his lyrics.
Man, see, I've heard a few people talk about that when they like break down how they study a person's lyrics. Somebody said, I don't know who the fuck it was. Somebody brought up Tupac's lyrics as well, and it was like, yo, I know who the fuck that was. That was can't remember that nigga name right now. Anyway,
it was.
it'll pop back up to me.
Yeah.
But now he was saying like, yeah, man, like I look at the lyrics Tupac wrote or whatever, and he was like, I write them down in my journal. So that shit, that really like, is that like a formula or process that really like kind of instill, okay, this is how this nigga flowing? Like, does that help you internalize the flow better, like doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't do it now, but I mean, I do my I study my own lyrics now, reverse engineer my own lyrics to work on my craft. But at the time, yeah, I study him to the point where I can like, channel him if I need to, like channel a Tupac. I listen to Tupac so much and study Tupac so much. He's like my big brother, you know what I'm saying? So when he died, the whole family felt it, because that's why my mom bumped. So yeah, I just reverse engineer his writing and figure out like why is he so lyrical? How do you make words bend? How do you make words sound like they rhyme but don't rhyme? Like he said, orange, door hinge, orange, door hinge, 4-inch.
Sure,
You just keep going on. It's like Lil Wayne's good at that, bending words and shit to make it sound like. So I just even like how his poetry is, he's true poet. So yeah, just studying God MCs like him and Jay-Z and it's like figuring out their cadence and how they flow and how they capture people through emotion. Because I feel like Eminem got his passion for Tupac. His delivery is like Tupac.
Yeah.
The cadence. That's why he can hit you, even though you may not identify with none of the shit is going on in his life.
So like, okay, I'm hearing a lot of like. So was Biggie not one of those guys for you during that time?
Nah.
Now, why is that?
Because I wasn't on New York shit like at the time. Besides Jay-Z, and that was Jay-Z was like high school. So that was like I caught on to East Coast shit way later on, like towards adulthood, young adulthood. Yeah, and then East Coast, you know, now I sound like it was like you sound like an East Coast rapper on most of my songs with Haru, and my other shit. So it's kind of like it's funny how a lot of people compare me to Common or Mos Def or Black Thought.
But that's only when you're doing the Haru stuff, because when you're doing like your own individual stuff, you be busting out hell other flows.
I guess it depends on people's influence too.
Yeah, because I know Ardella, he really like Dipset.
Yeah.
I hear
Big
those
L.
flow and rhyme schemes sometimes.
Big L, he studied Big Pun.
Yeah.
That's one of his influences. But I guess it depends on everybody's music palette. Some people might think I sound like Common, and some people like, nah, I don't hear that. I hear Tupac. Some people say, nah, I don't hear that. I hear Mos Def. You know, it's like Haru is like we are kind of more niche, but my own shit is kind of like I can be this guy, I can be this, sound like this guy. It just depends on everybody's musical palette and how they digest music. You know.
Mm-hmm. All right, go to answer some of this question, Pimp. Go for it. What was you writing in the journals and shit too? How was you doing it?
Oh yeah. I started writing poetry and shit when I was young. I wrote my first rap when I was 9. My daddy.
Both of y'all niggas. The 9 raps.
Yeah. You know, my daddy found it, kicked my ass.
You weren't writing a Kool-Aid song.
Hell no, I was cussing and some more shit. You know, I mean, then I was listening to everything. You know, from Bone to Mary J to my first rap CD was Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
At 9?
At 9, yeah, at 9, shit.
Man, y'all niggas,
like
man.
4th grade or something like that, wasn't it? But yeah, shit, I listened to Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Junior Mafia. Lil' Kim was my shit. You know what I'm saying? I looked up to a lot of the female MCs coming out of the 90s. MC like Boss, Queen Latifah.
Legends.
Legends, you know what I'm saying? Even Salt-N-Pepa, you know what I mean? So it was just like mean something to me, especially when I seen somebody that looked like me, the Brett.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When she came out, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, man, you know, I just always been in love with creativity. You know, anything I do, I got a creative way of doing it. Even if I'm just making a salad, you know what I'm saying? It's an art form to everything, and so that's how I operate. I can't be in somebody's warehouse at 40 working. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be doing what I love. You feel me? And you know, some people operate like that. They like to, you know, just do what they told, and like that's their position. But I'd be like, you could change any fucking thing if you want to. God damn it, if you want it. But yeah, Cash Money, No Limit, all the down south people, because those were the first independents. You know, that I saw rocking it. You know what I mean? I came on 3-6 in the streets, so listening to 3-6 and DJ Squeaky and all them. You know what I'm saying? Memphis was a big influence in my
I definitely
life as well.
saw how I see
House.
how you became a pimp listening to this shit at 9 years old.
Yeah, especially Kingpin Skinny Pimp. He said that. I said,
It's in the
hey.
house.
That's why Track be saying that shit too. I see you working out when you turn into Kingpin Skinny Pimp. We all gonna know.
Right.
I said, shut the fuck up. But anyway, yeah, Missy Elliott, all the producers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just influenced by everything. You say, you know, the other genres too. Hell yeah, pop, rock, you know what I'm saying? Green Day, Smashing Pumpkins,
Korn,
Nirvana,
System of a Down, Linkin Park.
Blink 182, especially Linkin Park. Especially Linkin Park.
Now, is this true back in, I don't know, I heard this shit, like back in the 90s. Oh, okay, maybe
You
this
say
is
that like it was the 1800s, back in the 90s.
Well, shit, y'all gotta understand, man. Y'all the OGs, man. Like,
Yeah,
nigga,
I
I was
know.
like, goddamn, I was born in '96.
Ooh, that was
yeah,
one of the best
boy,
years to be alive, boy.
Well, I literally was born like right after Tupac. was killed.
Damn, you
So,
miss
like,
Freak Nick.
I was born.
It's free. To the back. Way back.
Right? Yeah, right. But nah, like, yeah, I was born around that energy, and you know that the frequency of the times. But it's
October
like, man,
'96, never forget it.
nigga, we don't remember that, like all that shit. So yeah, to us, it's like the '90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the '90s. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Back
fucking
in
with
the
you.
90s.
You know, I'm old, so I gotta say shit.
Nah, I feel you. Gotta keep that youthful. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I know. I feel you. Nah, but goddamn, that made me forget what the fuck
I'm
I was gonna say
sorry.
with that shit.
I'm sorry, perp.
Back in the 90s.
I'm trying to think what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
man. Goddamn. What was I saying?
Your influences.
It don't matter. I'm just about to move because y'all niggas thought that was like 3 questions, but that was really still the first question of the 3-part question.
Yeah, what's
so,
this
like,
part of this
we're gonna move into the
three-part
second
question
part. All right. Anyway,
Right.
this is the second part right here. Okay, so based on all those influences, and y'all was saying like, okay, when street rap and shit came, that wasn't as positive. Okay, so now moving in to where we are currently in this age of music. Yeah, there's not as much positivity going around in the music. Obviously, a lot of the shit is about shaking ass, getting cash, whatever it may be,
Mainstream-wise.
mainstream wise.
Yeah, mainstream.
Mainstream wise though,
Yeah.
because it's like Tribe and a lot of those niggas, they were the mainstream before like the street rap and shit came. So
Right,
it's like mainstream wise, pop culture wise, yeah, it's like a negative message. So it's like from the era y'all come from and what y'all grew up listening to, what are y'all thoughts on some of these new cats in the game? And how do y'all figure out how to maneuver in this time where music is and as it's changing?
I mean, I feel like it's getting back to just being authentic on all kind of ends because the artist now controls the game now. It ain't what the label want. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, like even back in the '90s, like some of them people, like Bone Thugs didn't come up with Bone Thugs. You feel me? All that shit was made up. You feel me? Not to say all the stories they was telling, but marketing and stuff like that. Now you can control everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can negotiate your masters. You know what I'm saying? Or just own them all. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of companies coming up that are dedicated to helping artists more than being an old-fashioned label. You feel me? So it's
not
the
about the
freedom.
labels,
Yeah, the freedom of doing whatever you want and getting to whoever through social media and all kind of other things that's on the internet. It's more inspiring than ever. Of course, we've been seeing it down south because, like I said, like down south was kind of more of an independent game because New York didn't want to let us in. The West Coast, somewhat the West Coast because there was a lot of independence over there too. But I just enjoy it. I find new shit every day, and it might be a motherfucker that's got 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify or something. You never heard of it, but it's good and it's inspiring. You know what I'm saying? And it's all type of like how we listen to all type of shit. We find all type of shit just going down rabbit holes on YouTube and Spotify and stuff like that. And there's a lot of guys and gals that we come up on that we just stick to. You know what I'm saying? That you now fans of, that you done seen them come out or even play at a show here in Nashville. And now you look at to where they at now. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't watch all that back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all of it is inspired to me, and there's a lot of great music out there. Yeah, mainstream
much.
fucked up because a lot of the big labels are like just going after the money. I sat and watched and shadowed the popular A&R, and I was just like, this is ridiculous. This man got 1 million hits on YouTube. Song is trash as shit, but they requested a meeting with this motherfucker because he's profitable.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
Profit,
got its
yeah.
pros and its cons, but it's like it's a lot of good music out there, and it's a lot of trash. Is what you like.
Yeah, because everybody has access to technology. Everybody has access to a laptop, mic, and a interface. So now your mama can make music, your kids can make music, and your auntie can make music, cousin.
And it be popular.
And yeah,
And some of the trash is cool. Don't get me wrong. I might have a trash ass song on. Like, I played the video the other day. This bitch was like, I sell pussy, some shit like that. And I was just cracking up. And I just, you listen to it sometimes because you either want to crack up or you really know somebody that sell pussy. I don't know.
Yeah, it's everybody's able to express themselves in their own bedroom.
I mean, hell, they even got apps for the kids now and shit.
Shit.
Kids making beats off their phones and iPads now and shit.
It's a musical
man.
world now.
Everybody got
It's
damn
talented,
producer.
you know what I mean?
So which is beautiful in a sense because you can now find talent super easy now. You don't have to because everybody has access to it. The Web3 or network or metaverse or whatever digital streaming platforms. So everybody's able to connect even more easier from Instagram to your SoundCloud to your Bandcamp to anything right now. So it's not hard to find music. It's just so accessible. So this is probably the most access to music we ever had in the history of human history. So we had a crazy time right now, beautiful time, but a wild time. Independent music, yeah.
It knocked out the trunk hustle though. Streaming did.
It did.
You know what I'm saying? You could make a lot of money
I think that's funny though. So I talked with Sterling Campbell, which is David Bowie's live drummer, and me and him had a real deep talk about, the A&R game. I feel like A&R nowadays, due to all the access and shit, how you find people, feel like it's like a true like lost art form. Like, I don't know, did y'all watch Genius?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rockets Records, when the A&R from there, he was like talking to Kanye, and there was like a few key things he kind of said that I'm like, damn, I don't really think A&Rs are moving like that nowadays. Like, there was one thing he said, he was like, yeah, man, like, you're special, man, like, you got like your music, it can cross over to like white audiences, but then you got shit for like the streets. Then you got like this fashion and thing going on, man. Like, what you doing, bro? This shit's gonna like change the culture. Like, I can see that shit. I feel like nowadays I don't think there's really people who are moving or in that medium where they're really seeing what can shift the culture. I feel like a lot of it nowadays is like, oh, yo, your numbers are here or there and shit like that. Like Bruce Springsteen back in the 70s, like back when he got signed, like there was an artist them niggas had to develop. But they saw the potential, but it took like a couple of albums to get them there. And it's like, we know nowadays labels don't really want to put the money into like developing artists to get them great. They just want the product as how it is. But I feel like that also kind of dilutes the game now because it's seeming like, I don't know when y'all niggas turn the radio on, but as far as like mainstream pop shit, like, yeah, it does all kind of sound the same. Where I feel like in y'all era, when y'all grew up, when y'all hear like Tribe or like Queen Latifah, or like Hieroglyphics, any of these groups and shit, these niggas kind of had their own different sound. Or they had their own weird batch of samples and shit that they were sampling from.
Yeah.
More diverse. But
Which,
I feel like, yeah.
No, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say it's a lost art because everybody's the A&R now.
Yeah.
Everybody's A&R in their own shit. So,
I don't know if that's truly a good thing.
it's not.
Because niggas, some niggas don't know themselves well enough.
Exactly. I
And
mean,
I
because you
talked
can push
to-
anything.
No.
Go ahead.
No, yeah.
I was just gonna say I talked to a few motherfuckers that still like A&R though, and it's just like some of them are. It's still a small few that's still down for that, and then I think the rest are trying to figure it out because they getting in these positions because they love music, and like I said, the labels are shifting. You know what I'm saying? The big dogs are staying big dogs, but it's more companies coming out like more for marketing and distribution and helping with your streaming and shit like that more than and offering label services than just being a label. You know what I'm saying? Because now everybody's like, well, you keep your masters and we do this and we do that. So it's like that now instead
Because
of
the demand is different, right?
Yeah.
For the artist, the demand is different. So the culture shift and evolves based on the needs of the artist. And the artist could do everything now. So he may got a team. He may got a videographer on deck like Drake did when he first got in the game. He may have a producer already like Drake did when he came in the game. It's like he got his own package. So now I just need I got the leverage. I got streamings up. Now I just need distribution.
But I feel like it's still different for like a nigga like Drake even 10 years ago. Because his story is Jay Prince's son was the guy who was interested. Lil Wayne, a lot of people, if you know the story of Drake, Lil Wayne didn't like Drake at first.
No.
He had to have some people who was in the game who really knew what could shift the culture and take that belief in him. And then they convinced Wayne, like, nah, bro, this dude, he's doing this singing rap shit. Like, no, this shit's different. It can push the
You
culture
have to be
forward.
ready too.
Yeah.
If you're not ready, if you're not prepared, I don't think Drake would have got as far as he could, as far as he is now. Because if you're already ready and you got like songs in the archive, he had like at least 100 songs in the archive ready to go.
Yeah.
And he had a team. So it was like, let's just put the money behind him. He ready to go. He already sang and rap.
And he already had the entertainment experience from
Exactly.
the
The
grass.
Yeah, that nigga was on the grassy and shit. Well, I always laugh when I see that nigga get shot in the back and that bitch in the wheelchair.
I
Like,
still
goddamn,
ain't
that nigga the
watched
biggest
that shit.
damn artist in the world now. That nigga was in a wheelchair. That shit always
Aubrey.
That shit always fucked me up. I remember watching
Aubrey
the grassy
Graham.
when I was like 8 and never knew. That nigga Aubrey Graham. Also, I realized that Larry Graham was his uncle. I saw that as some deep dive shit. Larry Graham from Graham Central Station. Nigga who invented slapping on the bass.
Oh,
That's
I
his
thought
uncle.
You talking about Graham Central Station downtown?
He brought it back.
Right. I was like, what? For real?
That used to be our freak neck.
You know.
Which, all right, now the question's still going. So that little mini segue, this leads me into the third part of where it's going. So, like, where do y'all feel music is going, at least in the rap game, from now? Because my thought on it is, after watching Tyler win another Grammy, and I've realized that he's a very musical rapper. Like, he can play his keys, he produces, he composes a lot of his pieces, and I think he has a really good knack for grabbing people who are in the mainstream, underground, wherever it is, and finding a way to incorporate him in his worlds on his records. But then I think about how when I listen to like Donda, he had people like Roddy Ricch get on, and Roddy Ricch is like, I like his music. I feel like he has very musical melodies and melodic passes, and he's able to fit all these words and phrases into just certain melodies and things that feel good. Whether if it's what he's saying resonates the most, it's just like it kind of feels good. And I guess we all realize music now today is more so about vibes. It's just like vibey, and it kind of just goes and passes. But I see like the rap game getting a little bit more musical. I kind of see a sense of originality coming back with people like Tyler winning Grammys, because what he's doing, and if people who paid attention to him, he's always kind of stayed true to his sound, and it took him a long time to get to this point where he is winning these Grammys and things with his work. And you can obviously tell that he's put the work in to develop his craft and get where he is.
Right.
So I see a rise of more rapper producers and shit like that, and I see music getting more original and compositions true to artists and them figuring out how to incorporate people in their worlds. But I just want to see if y'all think that, or where y'all thinking that, or where do y'all feel music is going as far as the rap game, because it's not done evolving yet.
I think it just goes to show you that quality matters, and people still got to taste high quality taste from music. Like Pusha T was saying, like, it takes them 3 years to drop an album because you're gonna get that quality dope. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get no stepped on shit. So I think it just shows you, originality counts, and everybody's tired of conforming to what the radio's playing. Because autotune definitely was a whole era, and you see what it evolved to now. And it's kind of like you hear songs that sound like this. That's why the streaming is like what the streaming is, because the algorithms. If this song sounds like this, the next song is going to sound like similar to that song. And as it keeps playing off of that, based on a being or a tone or a chord, it could be anything. Because I was watching the podcast, and it was saying the algorithms work based on the frequency of the beat, or it could be a chord of the beat, or it could be anything. So now every rapper that sounds alike are going to be rotating in the same universe on the streaming platforms. So I think if once we stop conforming, we can come out with better music, quality music, and everybody can be somewhere similar. Like Kendrick don't have to drop every day. Quantity, doesn't go over quality, and it doesn't go well because you don't last long. You hear it today and gone tomorrow. So I think originality is what matters. Like Childish Gambino, your Tyler the Creators, or Kanye West, they take time to actually use it as art. And you got the NFT world coming too, so that's art. So these worlds are blending together because art matters, still. So yeah, I think once we realize art matters, then we can start putting more quality and attention on it.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I think people are reaching people who still care. So say with like Griselda, those guys are our age. You know what I'm saying? But they out here doing their thing and making great music. because they reaching artists. If you watch, I forgot what where Benny was at, but he was being interviewed and he was like, people are showing up all kind of ages because they believe in what we doing and they love our music. You know what I'm saying? So, when people put out quality shit like that, people come out the woodworks. You know what I'm saying, and support it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's mainstream, but it's based off an independent game. So all kind of shit is gonna come out the woodworks, and it's gonna be musical as fuck because it's like so much talent out here, and people are finally getting to a point where they like, okay, I can't do this on my own musically, so they reaching out to different people and they, they collabing and they making great ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And I see it. Shit, you can see it here, like the collab shit that motherfuckers is doing in the city. This shit is crazy because it's just like, and then I'm finding like different articles with people saying like from big companies talking about these are Nashville up next. You know what I'm saying? It's always different artists. It's always,
Pigeons and
maybe
Planes,
one or
all
two,
them,
you heard of, but it's just like, it's finna be our time to shine. We finna shift the culture, and I think it's gonna be more musical than anything. You know what I'm
Music City,
saying?
baby.
So Music City about to take this shit over. That's
Literally.
just how I feel about it.
So we did we was at this little Belmont intern fair or whatever. And I had asked, so Third Man Records, some of the representatives of them were there. So I remember asking them, I was like, have y'all signed any hip hop acts? Or like, have y'all ever thought about that? Then she was like, nah, not really. She was like, there was like one guy we had or whatever, but it kind of didn't work out. But, as the conversation progressed on, I think overall what's going on with a lot of like the major labels and things out here, like, yeah, country, smuntry and all that. But it's like, I think what it is, they don't have a mediator. And it's like, they know, like they say NPR, Pigeons and Planes and shit, there's articles and things going out here. But I feel like a lot of people who come from like the singer-songwriter community, hip-hop is such a different mechanical tool. Like the way it's written and formed is a lot different than sitting down with like chords on a piano or a guitar and writing like melodies and songs. It's a very different art form. I mean, it's a different type of practice that you have to put for that. So I feel like what we got to, you're like, no, they're not against getting a hip hop act. It's kind of more so they don't know what the fuck is going on in the community, and a lot of their A&Rs and shit are looking for like folk or like rock or like country and shit. There ain't really no people who have
And this is
got
true.
to those rooms to
Yeah.
really show what the fuck is going on out here.
This is true, but it is a few out here trying to do some things. I say this example all the time, like Chris Martiago over there in Prescription Songs, you know what I'm saying, with them signing Brian Taylor and Tim Gent.
Maybe Eastwood.
You know what I'm saying? A.B. Eastwood, you know what I'm saying? That's Dr. Luke label, so that's major. You know what I'm saying? So I equate it to, being back in the 90s and one of the magazines, I forgot if it was The Source, Vibe, they had an On the Come Up section. And you see some artists that it might have been, let's see, what's the example? It might have been a Ludacris on the come up in the section. And then like a couple years later, he's on the cover because he's big.
Yeah.
That's how I see Nashville right now. We're on the come up page. But in a couple years, we're going to have some big things going on
He's gonna run shit.
because it's just like we figured out, all right, we work so much on this side and it's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
So let's kind of branch off. That's why I started doing like getting with people, doing
Yeah,
different.
you doing different.
co-writing
You doing like
sessions.
pop songs and all kinds
Yeah,
of shit.
yeah. And so that helped me maneuver around Nashville and meet people. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, and get a more understanding instead of being mad on the sideline because I'm only on the outside looking in at first. But once I start maneuvering on the inside, I'm seeing, oh, this is what's happening. This is how this works. This is the people that are stagnant. These are the people who won't change. So I'm going where the people won't change at. And the way that it's happening is because I got to incorporate a band and we got to do music. And so more venues was open to doing that instead of me just coming with a DJ
And the
and a
track in
mic
the back,
and just
yeah.
rapping. No, we making this musical. So
I like from some of my mentors and shit out here, I hear that same, especially shouts out John Walker. But that's always the main thing he's talking to me about is like, yo, like Perb, like I'm trying to learn about the hip hop scene and things like that. Why all these guys got like 2 tracks behind? Why are nobody getting like live bands and shit to like make these shows like more musical? I don't know if that's just like, I mean, like a lot of artists, man, especially like hip hop game, bro. Like we know how hip hop was formed, bro. It's like niggas couldn't afford to hire a band and shit, so they chop up a sample or
That's
something,
what I
or
was
grab the
finna
drum
say.
machine to
It's
create that sound.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel there's something about having to tap into the energy and the culture of like the city that you're in. It's like you have to really let this city kind of shape you as a product it is if you really want to push the culture forward. Because it's like, yeah, we got hip hop scenes, pop country and shit, but there's still that division. And I feel like, yeah, slowly it's changing, but it's like as an MC to come to the city, you should be able to sharpen your iron with whoever it is in the scene, local, underground, whatever it is, whoever signed publishing, whatever is signed with that. But you be able to hit these writing rounds and shit too, study what's going on with these singer songwriters and kind of let that energy flow through. Cause it's like I say, it's that mediation. Like you go to these writing rounds and shit, you come from a hip hop background, it's like almost asking yourself, like, all right, how are they doing this? How do I make that connection? How can I connect with these guys? How can I get these people in these pop rooms, country rooms, to get over here with the hip hop side, vice versa, to really like change up the dynamic and the flow of the industry. And I feel like that's the next part Nashville is going into. Because like I always say, we've said it many a times, like, yeah, it's this renaissance. So I feel like, yeah, the musicality, people coming together and things like that, like, yeah, AB, Tim Jen, all these guys, like Prescription and shit like that, yeah, these are beautiful parts. And I do feel like, yeah, full circle, yeah, shit is about to change. I do see that. But what do y'all feel like is like some of the last bits to really like get that shit flowing? Do you feel like all the pieces are in place and the seeds are just growing, or like is there just like a few more things we need?
I feel like both. I feel like both. It's some things that are in place that are growing, and you know what I'm saying. You see it growing, and you think, like I think Daisha McBride gonna do some great things. Them seeds are already planted.
Oh yeah,
You
for
know
sure.
what I'm saying? But I also see the other side of where it's kind of like shit is bubbling, but it ain't. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like
It is.
going up and
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah. And it's kind of like what we lack here is structure.
Structure.
So once somebody either, so I'm gonna equate this to a producer creating a sound in a certain city. So a producer creates a sound. For example, let's say Manny Fresh. He create a sound. The sound is popular. You put out many hits with this sound, and many artists come from everywhere and work with you for this sound. So this sound has created wherever you at. So say like if it's New Orleans, then that's a New Orleans sound,
Yeah.
and that's where everybody's looking for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say that for whoever the producer or artist is here that comes and makes. So if we do that with Sunday Funday, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, okay, now it might be a thing where it's gonna be a thing where it's a big ass hit, and then people will come behind doing the same shit. Like people are doing it now, but they still don't figure out how to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a few people that got through the cracks, like you know, at first, you know, Lil Nas did it, and then, you know, Benny Blanco came,
Nelly.
and then Breland, and then of course Nelly been doing
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? But just saying like right here specifically for Nashville,
Dark.
right? Exactly, exactly. So you know, it's people doing it now, but to see Sunday Funday come out, and the motherfucker might be like, oh, because my homeboy told me, he said, this is what everybody in Nashville trying to sound like right now.
Yeah.
But have
So
y'all
if we-
heard Black Wizzle's Country Boy Life?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
similar
Black
world,
Whistle.
same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
going
check
on.
it out.
definitely.
Go stream that.
definitely. Hell yeah. Shout out Wisdom.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the sound.
I'm a nigga dog. You know what I'm saying? I just want to throw that in there.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the ones too. You feel me? So it's just like, you know, and who's not to say like it won't bubble first, and then people catch on to Sunday Funday, and then people will be like,
Yeah, it
this
doesn't
where
matter who
everything
gets the
going.
attention
Yeah,
first. The
but I'm
city
just
just
saying,
needs the attention.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's gonna
It's a
take
wave.
one
It's
person
a wave.
or a group to create something to spark a whole bunch of creators to be like, oh, this is it. You know, a bunch of labels or label decision makers be like, oh, this is it. This is what we want. And then next thing you know, you getting briefs like, I mean, when Cardi B got popping, a Cardi B type artist, like so you might see it briefing out from a year from now. Like we need a Sunday Funday type song, you know what I'm saying? So it's just
And it's an ecosystem too. It's like Nashville's a whole microcosm on microcosms with pockets of people, different tribes, different cliques, and everybody influenced each other indirectly. So like when I was doing ciphers, I don't know who was influenced by who because once everybody left the cipher, it was working on their own shit anyway or networking and working with each other. So God knows what that created. 20 2020.
Yeah.
So you got the same thing with these shows. Somebody may see something at the show and be like, damn, I fuck with her. I fuck with Goldie and her band, Muja Band. You know what I'm saying? Muja Music. And they may get inspired to do a band now. Now that influences somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like an ecosystem. Everybody affects everybody. So usually you need 5 artists from a region to pop off. Like Memphis got Young Dolph, rest in peace. God bless
R.I.P.
his
Yeah,
dead.
man.
You got Block Boy, you know what I'm saying? He just came out. And then you got then Drake, he's from Memphis originally, you know what I'm saying? Versus Toronto. His dad's from Memphis, so he used to go down there on summers. So he's influenced by Memphis. Moneybagg Yo, Black Youngster, you can keep going on down the list. But these people are like, popping at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Nashville's gonna do the same thing. You're gonna have Deja McBride, Goldie, Vibe, Foundation Mecca. You're gonna have all these people popping off at the same time, Heru, and it's gonna be a microcosm where people are like, oh, that's the sound, because it's molding each other, and that's your sound. And that's what Goldie was talking about, how it's gonna influence people behind us or before us, or however it works, And then that's just gonna keep trickling to, the sound of Nashville, because you got Jefferson Street, a lot of history on Jefferson Street people don't know about. Go check out the Jefferson Street Museum. Shout out to Lorenzo. And that's a history that people don't know that still affects us today. Jubilee Singers. The reason why we call Music City. The Queen of England named the Jubilee Singers in Nashville Music City. They said, you must be from the city of music. Now we got Music City. And it's literally becoming Music City. We got R&B, pop, neo-soul, hip-hop.
not to mention all the genres, motherfuckers just making it up.
Yeah, motherfuckers making up in their
dark
basement.
soul, pop, edgy hard rock. All right,
soul.
it sounds good, shit.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So you got all these musical influences. Then you got clubs like Flamingo who promotes improv with musicians and artists, local artists. Inglewood Lounge on Sundays.
Sunday night jam, yep.
Monday Night Jazz. Can't forget about that. Who's got all kinds of genres. There's people coming in there and there's world-class players. And so everybody's affected by everybody. Everybody's influenced by everybody. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yo, word. Hell yeah. Well, shit, man. Hey, it was some good insight and shit with this episode, man. I think we there with it. Sunday Funday up in this motherfucker.
Sunday Funday. Y'all go stream that. It's streaming everywhere. I think we over 300K on YouTube, across YouTube. About to hit 200K on Spotify streaming platforms. And we still pushing. We still pushing this thing till the wheels fall off.
Shouts out Vibe. Got to get them in here for an episode. Couldn't make it today.
Shout out Vibe, VIB No E. Give them a follow everywhere. At We Are Vibe, VIB No E. Mr. Pop Soul and Dr. Chocolate, Mr. Nate Melville.
And
Shout out Nikes, yeah.
And what else is coming up too? Anything before?
Ooh, a bunch of shows, brother. A bunch of shows, dog. Like, just follow us, Lord Goldie 615.
Foundation Mecca, official Foundation Mecca on Instagram, Foundation Mecca on any streaming platform.
We'll have y'all niggas.
But we were just saying, but we were just saying that
Yeah.
to keep up with the shows. We wasn't ending it yet, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a
Flyers.
lot. It's a lot going on, and we're going to have a Sunday Funday Summer coming up, which means we're going to have something going on every Sunday from June to September. Especially these cleanups every third Sunday. Shout out to Recycle Reinvest, Jaffe Judah. We're going out there today from 1 to 4, Pruitt Library.
Pull up.
Shit. We got some things in under wraps that we keep in, and once it comes to the surface, everybody know what the fuck we was talking about. So we just gonna keep that on the low. But we do got some great things coming with this song and some follow-ups. You know what I'm saying? Underlay drops Cinco de Mayo. Underlay.
Shout out to EJ the Maker.
Shout out EJ the Maker.
Shout
You
out
know what I'm saying? Track burners on the track. Shoot that video. Just stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? I got a project I'm dropping with Muja this year. Me and Vibe finna work on our Hoochie Daddy project. Vibe got their albums and some singles coming this year, starting with Guilty. Like I said, shout out to Guidance Whiskey, you know what I'm saying, and the family. They've been holding us down. And you know what I'm saying, we can't do nothing but return the favor. So be looking out for these tastings that we doing with them, you know what I'm saying, these events that we doing with them. You know, I'm talking about the whole family, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, get them all a follow as well. Yeah, starting in May 27th, we both at Cobra.
Yep.
Shout out Gerard. East Room anniversary June 10th. Juneteenth weekend. Got shows up in Clarksville, doing Nashville Pride with Music on the Move, June 24th with the all girls band. Doing June 30th.
What you ain't doing? Goddamn.
June 30th, Bento Chestnut with Neon Leaf.
Think we're gonna get all the way to December and motherfucker.
July 30th, Hot Chicken Festival.
Oh, my birthday.
And that's it right now. That's it right now.
Hot Chicken Fest on my birthday. I'll be there definitely.
Yeah.
That's so sweet of you. I didn't know you do a whole event for me on my birthday.
Yeah,
That's
you
so
know,
damn
it's
sweet.
gonna be over 1,000 people there just for you.
Thank you so much.
Just for you. We're gonna sing happy
I just
birthday,
always wanted a
Superb.
surprise party where I'd cry from all the people that was there and shit. I think that's
Me
the
too.
one.
Me too.
You know
And
what
I
I'm saying?
think, yeah, we pulled it out for you this time.
Man, what kind of chicken you got there for me, man? You got the princess lined up for me.
Man, it's probably a little bit of everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? People, you know, shout out to 200 Man Stand, the Ford Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Definitely DM my brother O, or, you know what I'm saying, holler at me and I you know what I'm saying, alley-oop the situation if you want to be a vendor, if you want to bring your food truck. Like I said, last time they had Jelly Roll and Starlito headline, and they drew over 1,000 people, you know what I'm saying? The performances was at Basement East, but everything around us was open. So, but yeah, holler at my brothers if y'all trying to, you know, vend and get some money, cause shit, we're gonna be out there with the merch. So
Yes, sir.
let's get this bread. It's gonna be at downtown now. I think at Public Square. I think that's where they said. Don't quote me on that. If I got it wrong, my bad, brother. Like I said, another cipher. Finna start some more ciphers up.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Talking with Coach right now over there at Bonafide Gym to be doing some events over there. So one of those will be the cipher. And also go catch them fights, them Waco fights. You know what I'm saying? They came down here. Floyd
niggas beating
Mayweather
each other
came
up
and
and
won.
shit?
Yeah. Floyd came and won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We got a whole league down there. Y'all come train with us over at Bonafide.
Of course, Pimp beating up people too. Goddamn.
Man,
My money.
I got more love in me
strong.
than hate. I swear I do.
Love. That's what it's all about. Yeah, I got some things.
Yeah,
Speaking of love, you know what I'm saying? Had to get a list together. You know what I'm saying? I got the Black Blood Voices. Shout out to Jaffe and Big Six. We got the Black Blood Voices going down podcast. We're gonna be, you know, talking to, you know, felons converting to the real world, becoming entrepreneurs, just transforming their life, you know, to be better people, better men. Entrepreneurs, musical people from across, you know, walks of life. People that turn themselves to millionaires literally from nothing, politicians literally from nothing. So we're gonna have a little bit of everything, mostly about life, spirituality, some Rasta stuff in there, health stuff in there. So it's gonna be a beautiful thing. So that's coming very soon. Heru got some new music dropping, working on the album right now. But that's still in the wrap, so I can't speak too much about that. And we got a video with Mr. B dropping. Shout out to Mr. B in LA. About to visit him soon. It's called Last the Whole Night, produced by my man Austin Chaplin. So that's coming out. Dope video. What else we got going on, man? FMC 615. Bringing that back with my homegirl Kat Parks and Joe Basilay. It's for FMC 615 for kids. It's gonna be like a thing where we just, you know, it's called Flash Mob Cypher 615. So basically we go around and do ciphers, play different places in the city, raise awareness about hip hop, that it does exist in Nashville, get the youth involved and helping the youth. Also, we at the Lifehouse for the youth, recording youth for artists and, you know, producing for them, engineering them. So yeah, we got that going on. That's East Nashville. Y'all come through, show love. What else we got? Radar. We just dropped Radar. Me and Adrian T Bass. That shit's going crazy. I think it's over 3,000 streams getting there. So shout out to him. We just dropped Go Away with my man Ye Gonzalez from Sweden. Actually, he has this platform called Waza where you can actually get beats on, royalty free, and just by paying a monthly membership. And that's like the #1 entrepreneur company in Europe right now. So they just won best.
Waza.
Yeah, Waza. WAZZH. You know what I'm saying? AZZH. Yeah. So that's popping off. He actually produced for Beyonce, DJ Khaled, The Game, and a couple other J-Lo, a couple other artists. He's a Grammy winner producer and platinum producer. So that's going crazy. Go Away. Come up with a lot of other music, singles dropping. But yeah, come back and talk about it. Yeah, but that's pretty much what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit. Goddamn. Well, I gotta.
Of course, shows with Goldie. This June 10th at the East Room anniversary. Sunday Funday is coming up. The whole summer is going to be a takeover. So bachelorettes, get ready, get your drinks, get your paddle taverns booked.
Yeah.
Right. Get the
Special
pedal
shout
taverns
out,
booked, goddamn.
Flash Me.
I call them motherfuckers the
Experience.
woo people.
Who?
The woo people.
Oh yeah, they woo the
All
woo
niggas saying is
girls.
woo.
Wrote a song about it. Wait for it.
Right.
But yeah, shout out. I just want to say special shout out to those who are gonna help make this Sunday Funday experience come alive this summer. Shout out to Flash Me Experience. Shout out to Joko Shows. Shout out to Cabana Taps. And hopefully shout out to Dive Motel. We're working on that. And it's a couple other things, you know what I'm saying? We made a connection with a few wineries and stuff like that already do like Sunday Funday stuff. So, it might be some days that we switch up. You feel me? So, hey. Oh, shout out LaJuan, man. Autofocus.
Yeah,
We can't forget LaJuan,
the
you know what I'm saying?
made a movie this year, Sunday
Right.
Funday.
Hey, mess around and reshoot it.
Yeah. And then we got several Sunday Funday remixes coming out, so
Oh, yeah.
y'all get ready. Yeah.
We still got that open verse challenges. I know y'all done hit us up because y'all done had some difficulties. We're going to try to fix that. And I don't know. Make it easier.
Yeah, that was weird how you just hit that laugh and you abruptly ended it. Like, I don't know if your ass was like, still, was this more shit or was that, was he done?
Go to
Right,
busy
right. It
woman.
just came back right.
Busy.
Came back right. You know what I'm saying?
I missed it. I'm sorry.
You good? Wait, you good, man?
Okay.
We good?
Yeah, we good.
We good? All right.
We good. Time to go clean up the hood. We good.
Exactly.
All right.
Oh yeah, we do got the Summer of Soul. Me and Shawnee Rain, we got the Summer of Soul Fest. I can't forget this. It's big. This is for all the people. You know what I'm saying? This is for the culture. We having jazz, R&B, blues, gospel. We having this all kinds of vibes. It's gonna be actually
Shout out Shonda.
Summer of Soul art crawl. It's gonna start the Flash Me Experience, and it's gonna go all the way down Jefferson. Mostly it's going to be like black businesses supporting them on Jefferson Street.
I'm sure Shay about a shot to be there for that.
We're going to just reinvent the Summer of Soul Festival. It was a Summer of Soul Festival in the 70s, so it's 69. Year 69 when we hit the moon, when there was Woodstock.
Regina told me to watch that. Regina McCrary.
You got to watch it. It's on Disney Plus. If you don't got Disney
Yeah, I ain't
Plus,
watched it.
hack
I
it,
don't
torrent
know
bit or
yet,
something.
I need to watch
It's a
it
beautiful
myself.
movie. It's a beautiful movie, and they didn't know this thing existed. This documentary existed until now, and Questlove kind of produced it and pushed it up to the forefront. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oscar
watched
for
Summer
it.
of Soul, bro. Regina McCrary told me to watch it because she told me the story about Sam McCrary and her father, and like Motown. A lot of those guys would come through her crib, like.
Shout out to
Man,
McCrary's.
shouts out Regina McCrary, man. I fucking love you. She prayed for me so many times, dude. I fucking love her, dude. Such a
Shout
great
out
person.
to the McCrary's. It's family.
Yeah, man. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shit. Hey. Goddamn. Hey. Another episode.
Bless up.
Hey, man. Love how y'all here, man. Good vibes, good energy, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your dude, Superb. Yeah, man. You gotta get on the mic, man. Master Pimp in the building.
Yeah. Lord Goldie 615. Lord Goldie everywhere on streaming services.
Official Foundation Mecca. Every streaming services. Heru, Heru on every streaming service. Bless up.
And we are Vibe.